Good morning, my dear students of first secondary. Today we are going to take a new lesson of algebra. This lesson is called the sum and the product of two roots of a quadratic equation. Let's go. The sum and the product of the two roots of the quadratic equation. If L and M are the roots of the equation ax power of 2 plus bx plus c equal 0, then the sum of the two roots is given by the rule negative b over a. The product of the two roots of the quadratic equation is given by the rule c over a. Example 1. Find the sum and the product of the two roots of the equation 6x power of 2 plus 13x plus 6 equal 0. Here, let's solve it together. Here in this equation, a equals 6, b equals 13, and c equals 6. So the sum of the two roots, the sum of roots equals negative b over a, negative b over a. Here b equals 13, so negative b is equals to negative 13 over a, which is equals to 6. So the sum of the two roots of the quadratic equation is negative 13 over 6. Okay? And the product of the two roots, the product of roots equals c over a. Here, by using this rule, c over a, we know that c equals 6 and a equals 6. 6 over 6. So this will be equals to 1. Okay? So the sum of the roots of the quadratic equations equals negative 13 over 6, and the product of the two roots equals c over a, which is equals to 6 over 6, and this is equals to 1. Okay? Let's solve it again by using the PowerPoint. Here, solution, the sum of the two roots equals negative b over a. Negative b is the coefficient of x. So, negative the coefficient of x equals negative 13 over a, where a is the coefficient of x power 2, which is equals to 6. So, the sum of the roots is equals to negative 13 over 6. The product of the two roots equals c over a. That is to say that the absolute term divided by the coefficient of x power of 2. So this is equals to 6 over 6, which is equals to 1. Okay? Let me explain it to you by this example. If we have a quadratic equation x power of 2 plus 4x plus 3 equal 0. And we want to find the two roots of the quadratic equation. So we are going to factorize. So it will be x and x equals 0. And we need two numbers. Their multiplying is 3 and the sum of them equals 4. So the two factors are 3 and 1. And because the last sign is positive, so it will be positive and positive sign. From this equation, we can see that x plus 3 equals 0 or x plus 1 equals 0. So here x equals negative 3 or x equals negative 1. Here the sum of the two roots, this is the first root and this is the second root. The first root is x equal negative 3 and the second root is x equal negative 1. The sum of roots will be equals negative 3 plus sum means to add negative 3 plus negative 1. This equals to negative 4. Okay? Product of roots will be negative 3 multiplied by negative 1. Product means multiplying of the multiplying of the two roots. Negative 3 multiplied negative 1, this equals to 3. Okay? But by using the new rules today, we can find it directly by using this rule without solving the quadratic equation. Now, we can say that sum of roots equals negative coefficient of x, negative b, over the coefficient of x squared, which is a, negative b over a. Negative b here equals negative 4 over the coefficient of x squared, which is equals to 1. So negative 4 over 1, this equals to negative 4. And the product of roots is given by the rule c over a. Here the absolute term is 3 and the coefficient of x squared equals 1. So this is 3 over 1, which is equals to 3. The same answers, okay? But here directly by using shortcut, by using the rules negative b over a and the product of the two roots equals c over a. Okay, let's go to another example. 7x power 2 plus 5x equals 2. Here we have to put it first in the form of a quadratic equation. So 2 will go to the other side. So it will be, let's first write it together. Here 7x power of 2 plus 5x minus 2 equals 0. 2 will go to the other side. So the quadratic equation will be 7x power of 2 plus 5x minus 2 equals 0. Here a equals 7, b the coefficient of x is 5, c the coefficient or the absolute term equals negative 2. So the sum of the roots equals negative b over a. Negative b means negative 5 over a, which is the coefficient of x squared, equals 7. So as you can see in the PowerPoint, the sum of the two roots equals negative b over a, which is equals to negative 5 over 7. And the product of the two roots will be equals c over a. C equals negative 2 and a equals 7. So the product of the roots equals negative 2 over 7. So the product of the two roots equals c over a equals negative 2 over 7. Okay? Another example. X plus 3 over 2x equals 4. Here we have 2x in the denominator. So our first step is to get rid of 2x in the denominator. So multiply all the terms of the quadratic equation by 2x. Excellent. We are going to multiply all the terms of the equation by 2x. Okay, let's do it together. Here x plus 3 over 2x equals 4. Multiply by 2x. Let's multiply all the terms by 2x. X multiplied 2x will be 2x squared. 3 over 2x multiplied by 2x. Here 3 over 2x multiplied by 2x. 2x will cancel 2x. So the remainder will be 3. So plus 3. 4 multiplied by 2x, it will be 8x. Okay? Let's put it in the form of a quadratic equation. So it will be 2x power 2. 8x will go to the other side. It will be negative 8x plus 3. All of this will be equals to 0. Now we put it in the form of quadratic equation where a equals 2, b equals negative 8, and c equals 3. Very easy to find the sum of the roots of the quadratic equation. It will be sum equals negative b over a. Negative b means 8 over a, which is equals 2. So the sum of the roots will be 4. the product of roots, product of roots will be C over A, C 3 over A, which is equals to 2, 3 over 2. Okay, this is the sum of the two roots. Okay, let's solve it quickly by using the PowerPoint solution. Here we are going to multiply by 2x, so it will be x multiplied by 2x, it will be 2x squared. 3 over 2x multiplied by 2x, 2x will cancel 2x, so the remainder will be 3. 4 multiplied by 2x, it will be 8x. 8x will go to the other side, so the result will be 2x power of 2 minus 8x plus 3 equals 0. Here A equals 2, B equals negative 8, C equals 3. So the sum of the two roots negative B over A, which is equals to 8 over 2, this is equals to 4. The product of the two roots will be C over A, which is equals to 3 over 2. Okay, let's go to another example. This example will be a tricky one, so you have to give me your attention, please. Okay, let's solve it together. Here, if A plus 2, x power of 2, plus ax plus 3 equals 0, find the value of A in each of the following cases. Here we have two cases. The first case, the sum of the two roots equals 5, if the sum of the two roots equal 5, and the second case, if the product of the roots equals 2. Okay? Here you have to know that what is the rule of the sum of the two roots? The rule of the sum of the two roots equals negative b over a, where b means the coefficient of x. So it is not must be b in any problem. You have to know that b is a place for the coefficient of x over a, where a is the coefficient of x power of 2. So when we solve this equation, here you can say that a equals a plus 2. Here a is the coefficient of x power of 2. So a plus 2 here is equals to a in the rule. Okay? So a, it will be equals to a plus 2. And b, which is the coefficient of x. Here the coefficient of x is called also a. Okay? So you have to notice that the coefficient of x squared here in this problem is called a plus 2. And the coefficient of x here in this problem is a. And the absolute term, which is called c, equals 3. Okay? Here is given in the problem that the sum of the two roots equals 5. Sum of roots equals 5. What is the sum of the two roots? We know that the sum of the two roots equals negative b over a. So 5, it will be equals to negative b over a, where b is the coefficient of x, Here in this example, it will be negative a. Over a, what is a in the rule? A in the rule is the coefficient of x power of 2. So here the coefficient of x power of 2 is called a plus 2. Okay? Let's put 1 here to be 5 over 1. Cross multiplication. Negative a times 1, it will be equals to negative a. Okay? 5 multiplied by a, so it will be 5a plus 10. Okay? Here negative, here 5a will go to the other side, so it will be negative a minus 5a equals 10. So negative 6a will be equals to 10. So a will be equals to 10 over negative 6. Put it in the simplest form, it will be negative 5 over 3. Okay? This is the first case. Then a equals negative 5 over 3 when the sum of the two roots equals 5. But if the product of the two roots equal a, here again we want to find the value of a. So we will write product equals 2. What is the product? Means negative c over a. Negative c over a. So we will write 2 equals c over a. Okay? Here 2 equals c, the coefficient, the absolute term, which is equals to 3, over a, the coefficient of x power of 2, where it is a plus 2. 2 over 1, cross multiplication, 3 times 1 equals 3. 2 times a plus 2, 2 times a, it will be equals to a, and 2 times 2 equals 4. 4 will go to the other side, so 2a will be equals to negative 1. And here a equals negative half. Okay, this is a tricky question. You have to solve it by yourself again. You can pause the video and solve it by yourself again. Let's see it one more time by using the PowerPoint. Okay, solution. The sum of roots equals negative a over a plus 2. Negative a, the coefficient of x, over a plus 2, the coefficient of x power of 2. So negative a over a plus 2, this is equals to 5. Okay? Okay. So cross multiplication, 5 multiplied by a, it will be 5a, and 5 multiplied by 2, and this is equals to 10. And we put 1 under 5, so cross multiplication, this is equals to negative a. Here, 5a plus 10 equals negative a. Negative a will go to the other side. So 6a equals negative 10. So the last thing, a equals negative 10 over 6, which is equals to negative 5 over 3. The second one, the product of the roots equals 2. The product of the roots equals c over a equals c, which is the absolute term, equals 3. And a is the coefficient of x power of 2, a over 2, this is equals to. Put 1 under 2 to make it a fraction. So when a fraction equal fraction, so we have to cross multiplication. Okay, so 2 over a plus 2 equals 3. By distributing, 2a equals 2a, and 2 times 2 equals 4. This is equals to 3. And the last thing, 2a equals 1, so a equals negative half. Here 2a equals negative 1, so a equals negative half. Okay? Okay, let's go to another example. Here is another idea in this lesson. If one of the two roots of the equation is twice the additive inverse of the other, find the value of a. Okay, we know that any quadratic equation has two roots. One of them is called L and the other one is called M. Okay, but here there is a relation given to you between the two roots of the quadratic equation. So here one of the two roots is twice the additive inverse of the other. So in this quadratic equation, one of the roots is twice the additive inverse of the other. So let the first root be x, or let it be L. Okay, we will let the first root be L. Okay, the other root is twice the additive inverse. So the second root or the other root will be twice the additive inverse. First, the additive inverse of L is negative L. So twice the additive inverse, it will be negative 2L. Okay? So let's read the example again. if one of the roots of the equation x power of 2 plus ax minus 72 equals 0 is twice the additive inverse. Find the value of a. Here we want to find the value of a. Okay? We are going to use the rules of the sum and the product of the two roots. First, sum of roots, the sum of roots equals negative b over a. Here we have two roots, one of them is L and the other one is negative 2L. So their sum, L plus negative 2L, it will be negative L. So the sum of the two roots will be negative L. This is equals to negative b over a. Negative b is the coefficient of x, negative the coefficient of x over a, which is the coefficient of x power of 2. So this equals to negative b. Here negative b, the coefficient of x, is equals to negative a over a, which is the coefficient of x power of 2, it will be 1. So negative L will be equals to negative a over 1, which is equals to negative a. Cancel negative with another negative with the other negative. So now we have that L equals a. This is equation number 1. L equals a. Okay? The product of the two roots, product equal c over a. The product of the two roots, we are going to multiply L multiplied by negative 2L. L multiplied by negative 2L, it will be negative 2L squared. Negative 2L squared. This is equals to c over a. C over a. C here is negative 72 and a equals 1. Okay? So it will be equals to negative 72. Negative will cancel negative. Divided by 2, so L power of 2 equals 36. So L equals positive or negative 6, the square root of 36, which is equals to positive or negative 6. Since L equals positive or negative 6, then A is also equals, we have that L equals A. So A will be also equals positive or negative 6. Okay? Let's solve it again by using the PowerPoint. Solution. Let the two roots be L and negative 2L. Twice the additive inverse. Twice means 2L. The additive inverse is negative L. So L and negative 2L. The sum of the two roots equals negative b over a. Here negative b is the coefficient of x. So it will be negative a over 1, which is equals to negative a. We know that the sum of the roots means we are going to add. The sum of the roots means we are going to add the two roots together. We are going to erase first, then we are going to complete our solution. Okay? Okay, so now the sum of the two roots, we are going to add L minus 2L. L minus 2L equals negative A. L minus 2L, the result will be negative L. Negative L equals negative A. Negative will cancel negative. So we have L equals A, and this is the first equation. But we didn't find the value of A. Here we need to find the value of A. But now we have that A equals L. So we are going to continue of the solution by getting the product of the two roots. The product of the two roots will be equals to C over A. Here C equals negative 72 over A, the coefficient of x power of 2, which is equals to 1. So negative 72 over 1, it will be negative 72. Okay? The product of the two roots means L multiplied by negative 2L. So L multiplied by negative 2L equals negative 72. L multiplied negative 2L, it will be equals to negative L, negative 2L power of 2. So negative 2L power of 2 equal negative 72. Negative will cancel negative. and L power of 2 will be equals to 72 divided by 2, which is equals to 36. By taking the square root of the both sides, so L will be equals to positive or negative 6. From the first equation, L equal A. From the second equation, L equals positive or negative 6. From 1 or 2, then you can say that A equals positive or negative 6. Okay, let's go to another example. If one of the roots of the equation x power of 2 minus 7x plus m equals 0 exceeds the other root by 1, find the value of m. Oh, one of the important examples. Here we know that the quadratic equation has two roots. One of them is called L and the other root is called m. Okay? But here we have a relation between the two roots. What is the relation between the two roots? That one of them exceeds the other root by 1. Okay? Since one of the two roots exceeds the other root by 1, let the first root be L. Excellent. The other root exceeds the first root by 1. So the other root will be excellent. The other root will be L plus 1. Exceeds the first root by 1. Means it is more than the first root by 1. The first root is L, so the second root will be L plus 1. Okay? Okay. How can we find the value of m? By using the rules of the sum and the product of the quadratic equation. So the sum equals negative b over a. What is the sum of the two roots? L plus 1 equals negative b over a. Here negative b, the coefficient of x, equals 7. Over a, the coefficient of x power of 2, this equals to 1. 7 over 1 equals 7. L plus 1, here we are going to add L plus L equals to L. 2L plus 1 equals 7. So 1 will go to the other side. So 2L equals 7 minus 1 equals 6. And from here, L equals 6 divided by 2. So L equals 3. Okay? But here we don't want to find the value of L. We want to find the value of M. So we are going to find the product of the two roots. The product of roots equals C over A. So what is C? The absolute term. And the absolute term in this example is M. Over A. What is A? A is the coefficient of x power of 2. So this is equals to 1. So M over 1 equals M. The product of the two roots, L multiplied by L plus 1. We are going to multiply the two roots. The first root is L and the other root is L plus 1. Let's multiply it together and the result will be M. But we know that L equals 3. We get L equals 3. So we can put here, we can replace L by 3 and we can replace L by 3 plus 1. Okay? This is equals to M. 3 plus 1 equals 4. 4 multiplied by 3. So now we can find M. So M will be equals to 12. So now L equals 3 and the required is to find the value of M. M equals 12. Okay? Let's solve it again very quickly by using the PowerPoint. Solution. Let the two roots L and L plus 1. Sum of the two roots equals here 7 over 1, which is equals to 7. Okay. So L, here this is L, it is not A. I will fix it to you. So this is L. L plus 1 equals 7. Okay. So 2L plus 1 equals 7. 1 will go to the other side. 2L will be equals to 6. Okay. And so L will be equals to 3. Okay. The product of the two roots equal C over A, which is equals to M. C over A equals to the product of the two roots will be L multiplied by L plus 1, and this is equals to M. Let's multiply L multiplied L plus 1. L times L, it will be, here we are going to replace L by 3. So M will be 3 multiplied by L plus 1, and here L equals 3, يبقى L multiplied by 4, so M will be equals to 12. Okay? The last example, if one of the roots of the equation x power of 2 minus 6x plus c equal the square root of the other root. Okay? Here, if one of the roots of the equation x power of 2 minus 6x plus c equals 0 equals the square of the other roots. So here we have a relation between the two roots that one of them is the square of the other. Very easy, mister. Let the first root be L. The other root will be the square of L, so it will be L power of 2. Okay? Let's get the sum of the two roots. Sum of roots equals negative b over a. Here negative b equals 6 over a, so it will be 6 over 1, which is equals to 6. The sum of the two roots means L power of 2 plus L equals 6. L power of 2 plus L equals 6. We can put it in the form of quadratic equation. So L power of 2 plus L minus 6 equals 0. Factorize here by using your calculator. Here we are going to put L multiplied by L is equals to 0. Need two numbers, their multiplication is 6 and the difference between them is 1. Two numbers are 3 and 2. Okay, the bigger number takes the sign of the middle term. Here will be positive and negative equals 0. From here L will be equals to negative 3 or L equals 2. Okay, so L equals negative 3 or L equal 2. But here in this example we don't want to find the value of L. We need to find the value of C, and C here is the absolute term. So we are going to go to the rule of the product. Product of roots equals C over A. So the product of roots will be L multiplied by L over 2. This is equals to C over A. C over A equals C over 1. C over 1. This is equals to C. L multiplied L, it will be L power of 3. So L power of 3 equals C. Here we have two values of L. Either L equals negative 3 or L equals 2. So by substitution here, C will also have two values. If L here equals negative 3, so C will be equals to negative 3 power of 3, and it will be equals to negative 27. Okay, negative 27. And if the value of L equals 2, so C will be equals to 2 power of 3, which is equals to 8. Okay, so the value of C will be either negative 27 or 8. Okay, this is one of the important example. Let's solve it again by using the PowerPoint. Okay, let the two roots be L and L power of 2. The sum of the two roots negative b over a equals, so L power 2 plus L will be equal 6. 6 will go to the other side, will be L power 2 plus L minus 6 equals 0. By factorization, L will be equals to negative 3 or L equals 2. Okay, the product of the two roots equals C over A. So the product of the two roots L power 2 multiplied by L, this equals to C. So L power of 3 equals C, and here we have two solutions. If L equals negative 3, so C will be negative 3 power of 3. It will be equals to negative 27. And the last one, if L equals 2, so C equals 2 power of 3, which is equals to 8. Okay? Thank you so much. Until we meet again next time, goodbye and good luck.